right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people, beautiful people, lots of freedom all over the world. Wherever you're joining us from today, you're highly welcome to this wonderful YouTube platform on this wonderful day. Today is the 30th day of October 2024, and then we welcome you to our news today. Now, before we go into the issue, trending on Biafraland, let us remind you that Nnamdi Kanu is still being held under the DSS custody. And the reality is that he is still being held incommunicado, despite the fact that laws and order have actually been given, to the DSS concerning the well-being of Nnamdi Kanu. Yet he continues to be treated like a criminal in the DSS dungeon. Now, before I play the video of his lawyer, who made a critical comment, a very important comment in an interview on, I think, Arise TV or Channels TV. Before I play that video, I want to say something very important because it has actually shown, we've seen clearly who the DOS, the so-called DOS, are working for. I saw a video on S handle, a comment that Voice of Igbo, the so-called Voice of Igbo, posted that Mazi Simon Ekpa cannot even speak Igbo and he wants to lead Biafra. Now the question is Biafra only for the Igbos? Have we forgotten that Biafra actually diversify? We have different, ethnicity in Biafraland, ethnic group. We have different languages in Biafraland. We have the Bibu, we have the Efik, and the rest of them. So that is one. So the criteria, are you trying to tell me that the criteria of being a good leader is by you knowing how to speak Igbo very well? To being a Biafran leader is by you knowing how to speak Igbo. That is even a total babash. I don't even want to talk about that because I think these people have gotten to the level that their desperation is now making them look stupid. And they talk stupidly. Let me tell you, the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa speaks Igbo fluently. Initially, they said he couldn't speak Igbo. He started addressing lots of them. He even went on their space handle, where he was able to mess them up. He spoke Igbo, and now their major problem is that he doesn't even know how to speak Igbo. That shows the level of mentality those guys have. And it is shameful that these are the group of people that Nnamdi Kanu handed the IPOB into. The same set of people that sold Nnamdi Kanu. So it is now clear that they are looking for the slightest opportunity to bring confusion in the struggle. Propaganda. That is why they bring all kind of propaganda for them. Anything is a banter. Anything is controversy. Anything is a propaganda. So far, it is hitting against the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. People who are meant to work with the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, or at least support. Even though you don't want to support, concentrate on your own. Concentrate with your own group. Since you claim you're fighting for the freedom, so it is assumed you're fighting for one cause, but yet you have actually shown over and over again that you are the major problem that Biafrans are having. And that is why, as I'm talking to you, the DOS have actually formed what we call a political wing, a political organization. Let me play you the video. Do not forget to share these videos and these information, these broadcasts to as many groups and platforms as possible. Once again, welcome to Expose News TV.
Some members of the indigenous people of Biafra on Friday agitation through a political process. According to details made available to Daily Independent via a press release, the group said that moves are ongoing to form a political wing designed to bring the right balance in the fight for the well-being of Enugu. The new political wing consists of prominent members of the organization who are exploring opportunities to end the marginalization of Enugu through political involvement. The leadership of the group, in a statement signed by its spokesperson Mazi Nwachukwu, noted that the reason for the floating the new wing is to enable collective efforts and engagement aimed at getting the best solution to the problem of Enugu in Nigeria, that is the people of the Igbo region. Now, in the statement, it said that they intend to explore a common ground and close the gap between the political class and the...
This can return to Southeast. Isn't that a kind of indictment or his own part?
No, it's not. It's not. You see, nature abhors a vacuum. There was insecurity in the Southeast before this time around, before his rendition. There was. Maybe you had kidnappings, robberies, what have you. But you see, the rendition of Nnamdi Kanu and his continued detention, have altogether fueled a new regime of some people who latched onto that to cause mayhem. So when you refuse, it has become a constant factor for good, bad, and ugly. He meant for good, but people latched on. Bad people are latching on to that. I have seen situations where some gunmen were arrested and they say, well, we are doing it for Nnamdi Kanu. He never sanctioned any such thing. He headed a non-violent, informed and headed a non-violent organization. And he remained committed to that until when he was rendition. So people can go out there, and try to do unlawful things based on that, either out of mischief or maybe they believe in what they are doing. But when you remove the constant factor, which is his continued detention, tell me whether anybody will have further excuse to commit any mayhem or to engage in any act of insecurity. No, it wouldn't be. It doesn't mean that Nnamdi Kanu's disciples are the ones responsible for the insecurity. That is far from the truth, because he himself has condemned it openly in court and made the distinction between a genuine agitator for referendum for Biafra and someone who is using it as a stepping stone or an excuse to commit criminality. He made that demarcation very clear.
All right. I think we just have to leave it there. Hopefully your prayers to the court will be granted. Thank you so much, Barrister.
Sharing the broadcast that everyone may know. Those in the Kamwanya may know that we are live and direct. So we are going to begin with this. Let us begin with this, because I told me again. This very broadcast this night is not going to be like usual broadcast we do. Rather, it's going to be an announcement and, of course, a brief analysis of what is going on or what has already transpired within 24 to 48 hours this very end of the week. Now, if you look at your screen, something very, very unbelievable, something very, very incredible, something very, very, not even incredible, unpleasant, something very, very sad happened in the old Enugu state, where a Biafran musician, a talented Ogene Biafra musician, Biafran Ogene singer, known as Igbo somebody. I don't even know the guy when he was alive. I only heard about him in Cape Azo after Kandi. The criminals, or should I say the Nigerian terrorists in police, spied him a couple of days ago. Now, after this very news, which you can see on your screen by Vanguard, by the Guardian Nigeria, which almost all the news platforms carried since yesterday. Now, according to the headline from the Guardian, which they say, police officer arrested, detained over murder of Enugu musician. Now, what the PM said, which of course is one of the main reasons why I said I have to come live this evening to create more awareness to this, because it's going to happen tomorrow, just a couple of hours from now. And I want to urge every one of you listening to me from your location to start please making calls, especially those from Enugu or those that have their family members or relatives in the old Enugu state. Very, very important. So, according to the PM, the first, of course, announcement said, the entire former Enugu state will be under lockdown on Tuesday, 29th October 2024. This day will be used to hunt the buyers of this innocent man. Enugu, enough is enough. Pitamba, enough is enough. Pitamba, enough is enough. Now, I watched a video clip today. I watched a video clip of this man. This very man, Igbo something like that. The video clip which I watched, according to the voiceover, the person said that this very man has already done, even I saw the video where this man did a collabo with Jack Nwamba. Those of you who listen to our local music and watch our local musicians will know who is Jack Nwamba, who plays this organe music. So this guy has done a collaboration music with a Jack, and the voiceover was saying that this guy was spied when the Enugu State Police invited him to come and sing for them for a certain party or something like that in their own station. Right? Now, this man, this Igbo man, went to sing for the zoo police, and then a high-ranked police officer actually is the one who pulled the trigger and murdered him in cold blood. Initially, they claimed it was accidental discharge. But when forensic investigations and substantial evidences were, exposed, forensic investigation was carried out while substantial evidences were exposed to the public. It is the record now has it that this man was, murdered in cold blood. This man was murdered in cold blood, and there is nothing like accidental discharge. They purposely shot at him several times, because I still have those, information here with me. So because of this, because now that Biafraland has government, listen, they have been doing this and they have been getting away with it. They have been doing it and they've been going away with it without repercussion, without retaliation, without consequences. But now that the Biafra has government, it is the time for the terrorists in the military or police uniform representing the terrorist state known as Nigeria will feel the heat, because the head of every Biafran is very, very important to the Biafran government, more than 10,000 terrorists from Sahel. So, since the Biafraland has government, it is very, very important to follow the directive of the government in order to make the terrorists to pay dearly for their evil and their murderous tendencies against the Biafran people, their murderous activities against the people of Biafra. So now, if you see, or if you go through the write-up here, according to the PM, he said, the entire formerly Enugu state will be under lockdown on Tuesday, which is tomorrow, 29th October 2024. And then it didn't end there. It's not just to lock down Enugu state, to mourn him. No, it's not about mourning him. He said that this day, tomorrow, Tuesday, 29th of October 2024, this day will be used. It will be used to haunt the eyes of this innocent Biafran man. So the sit at home is not just to spite, Peter Mba or whosoever parade him or herself as a political leaders in Enugu state. No, that is not the case. That is not the case. It is to use it to hunt down the bias of this man. And it's not only this man. A couple of days or weeks ago, there was also an announcement that one Igbo young man, one Igbo young business guy was also eyed in the same old Enugu state by the same terrorist in police uniform. And Peter Mba did nothing. Peter Mba did not do anything about that. No even official statement was made. People are going about their normal businesses as if, thank you. People have, given me the full name. Frank Agude, thank you. Igbo Ja, Mr. D, thank you. Igbo Ja, they said his name is Igbo Ja. So, these terrorists in police and military uniform going about slaughtering innocent Biafrans, it is not going to be business as usual anymore. And they are feeling the heat. They are feeling the heat. So let me show you more information about this issue, this very incident, and of course, what is going to happen moving forward. I want you to know that this time around, the terrorists can no longer come and buy innocent Biafran and get away with it. That time has passed. I'm telling you, that time has passed. Now, there's another, of course, information that I have here, and I don't know how it's going to affect this very, live broadcast we are making right now. I don't know how it's going to affect it, but let me try and see what to do, because it has some gory image that I wouldn't want to show on the screen. So, but let me try and see how I can manage. Let me use one of the write-ups that I have here and try to block some part of that very gory image in order for it not to, of course, appear in the, on screen. Let me try and see. Okay. I don't know. Just a moment. Just a moment, please. To us, he is there to work with us. He is there. The Spirit of God is there for everybody. Only what you need is to acknowledge it and activate it. Once you acknowledge it, you activate it. Know the Spirit of God that you're working with. Know it. Once you know it, things will be a kind of easier for you. It will be very difficult for something very, very bad to happen to you, because you will be ministered to. Now, he was reportedly shot several times at the back while setting up his instrument. He was setting his instrument there by the police station to perform for them, and they shot at him several times. The police officers dumped his corpse in their unmarked Hilux patrol vehicle at UNTH Enugu and fled the scene afterwards. Iboja is survived by a wife and 2 kids. Can you imagine that? He is survived by a wife and 2 kids. That is unbelievable. And of course, be rest assured that the kids in question are very, very young and, of course, little. You see? So, over 8 bullets was shot at him, yet the terrorist police of the Zoological Republic called it accidental discharge. That is unbelievable. So because of that, of course, we all know since 2 days ago, since Saturday and Sunday, Enugu has been hot because youths are protesting, setting some things ablaze, burning down some things, burning tires along the streets, while the same terrorist police are tear gassing the youths, trying to disperse them. Because they are protesting against the murder of Iboja. So things have not been so calm in Enugu State. Therefore, this very sit at home tomorrow must hold. And as at the time of this very live broadcast, the Prime Minister of BLGIE has never called off the sit at home, because there are some Umuokoko, and they claim to be agitators, they claim to be freedom fighters, yet they say that there is no sit at home. Because of what? They are not the one who ordered the sit at home, and they do not have the balls to order it, because they are all working together with these criminal and evil politicians in our land. So they have no guts, no impetus, no authority, no audacity to order sit at home in any Nigerian state within Biafra territory. You understand now? So inform everybody, inform all people, especially those of you that live in Enugu, in the old Enugu, and of course, those of you that have your family members and relatives in those areas. You must inform them not to go out tomorrow, because this very sit at home that was announced by the PM has already, gotten to both the terrorist police, the terrorist army, and the illegitimate government officials in the old Enugu State. So now they are now parading everywhere, trying to station themselves in the strategic areas in the old Enugu State in order to cause murder, mayhem, and shoot at sight tomorrow. So this information is pure and intact. And if you have anybody in the old Enugu State, do not hesitate to call them and let them know what is going on. Now, let me show you again, like what I said, before. Let me show you now. Please, once you are here, endeavor to like and share the broadcast. Very, very important. We came very, very late, so we may not expect much. But once you are here and you are Biafran and you like what we are doing, share the broadcast that others may know we are live. Now, according to the PM, this is another, statement or tweet that he made over this very development. He said, "You can't deceive Biafrans anymore. The lockdown of Enugu State will be locked down on Tuesday. The other young boy was also spied by the terrorist police the same week in the old Enugu State." Now, this is the police officer that spied our brother, this man. I have a report here. Let me even check his name. I don't know if he's still here. This very, of course, Premium Times or The Guardian. The Guardian. I think I have the full report here. Just a second. This is Premium Times. I think I have the one reported by The Guardians. Let me check from the other page. Just a moment. The man you are seeing on the screen is the police officer who spied this Iboja. Let me see if it's going to open so that I will show you both the name of this idiot and, of course, other information that you need to know about it. Okay. As I wait for it to open, Police Inspector buys popular Enugu musician. This is not the one I wanted to see, because the one I wanted to see has the picture of that very inspector. So, but according to the write-up, it says, the Enugu State Police Command has announced the arrest and detention of a police inspector serving in the anti-cultism tactic for alleged murder of a male traditional Ogene musician, Okeziemba, popularly known as Iboja. So, the command spokesperson, DSP Daniel Ndukwe, in a statement made available to our correspondent on Saturday morning, said that the incident occurred around 8 p.m. on Friday, October 25th, 2024, at the tactical squad headquarters when the victim was leaving the squad's headquarters after a friendly visit. But it was just to perform for the terrorist police. They said, although Ndukwe said that the intention of the trigger-happy police officer was yet to be understood. The State Commissioner of Police, Mr. Kanu Uzuebu, had directed a full-scale investigation into the incident. What is the investigation? Ndukwe said a male police inspector serving in the anti-cultism tactical squad of Enugu State Police Command has been arrested and detained for the alleged murder of a male traditional Ogene music, Okezie Chikezie Mba, popularly known as Iboja. The incident occurred around 8 p.m. on October 25th, 2024, at the tactical squad's headquarters. So, what is the name of this inspector? What is the name? They did not mention the name. They tried to hide his identity. They did not mention his name. I couldn't see the name. The Commissioner of Police, Kana UK, no, they did not mention the name. And still, they are still calling it alleged. That's another problem. They are still calling it alleged murder of a popular Igbo Ogene traditional Ogene musician. They still call it alleged. So, but you can see here, I'm sure you can see this second person here. This is the inspector himself who pied our brother, this man here. So, as as they are carrying out their senseless investigation, our men, the Biafran army, will be doing their own too. Because if they think that they will allow this man to escape, I want to assure them this evening or this night, if I may say, that their plan has failed woefully. If they try to whisk him out of Enugu, the old Enugu state, their plan has failed. Because of course, the Prime Minister of BLGIE has instructed the total clampdown on this terrorist and his likes in the old Enugu state. So this man, since they said they have arrested him, let us now see how it's all going to end. This is the man here. It's quite unfortunate. There's another page which I wanted to read from, where his face was very, very bold. But unfortunately, I can't see that very page again. So, but we have to continue. We have to continue. So Enugu, the old Enugu state, whether Peter Mba likes it or not, will be under lock and key tomorrow. And this man, Peter Mba, did not made any official statement concerning the murder of this very man. Even the man bear his own name. They are namesake. Mbamba. Unbelievable. Now, this is another young Igbo boy who was also murdered in cold blood, fired by these terrorists in police uniform in the same old Enugu state. According to the brother who wrote, he said, this is his brother Smith. His name is called Smith. Now, he was murdered in Enugu yesterday by the Nigeria police. This is so sad. You understand now? This is so sad. And he's just a young boy, a young flesh-blooded Igbo son. And they gunned him down for doing nothing. For doing nothing. And Peter Mba did not issue any official statement over this incident because of what? They are working for him. These buyers of our people, these terrorists in police uniform, are all working for Peter Mba. They are working together. So there is no need of issuing an official statement by the so-called Enugu state government. The illegitimate government of Enugu state has found it very, very impossible to issue an official statement. Rather, it is the Biafra government in exile issuing official statement and also fighting or seeking justice for this very young Igbo people. But Peter Mba is there doing nothing. He's not concerned, in as much as the incident did not touch his status quo, his seat. He is very, very comfortable. That's why we cannot allow them to breathe in Biafraland. We can't. Now, I'm going to move into the next segment of this very broadcast, which says IPOB DOS officially joins Nigeria, of course, politics. The IPOB DOS Nigeria has officially joined the Nigeria politics. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. So let us, deal with, let us first of all, just a moment. Before we come to IPOB DOS West African Limited officially joining politics, let us deal with this briefly before we continue. I will show you this. Remember that Chukwu Masoludo Sulafu Solufulani going up and down for the past, 3 weeks now, campaigning for the end to the, of course, our Monday sit at home. So I will show you one stupid video of Soludo. Maybe you might have seen it, but I will still play it so that
Consistency is the key to freedom. This is Onitsha today, Onitsha main market. Today being the 28th of October 2024, Monday start home update. As you can see, all plazas still remain under lockdown.
28th of October 2024. So that means all the Soludo's campaign, all this while for the past 3 weeks to 1 month, he has been touring all over the places, going with his armies and the entourage, campaigning no more sit at home. Still, and he started it here in Main Market. He started this tour in Main Market in the last 3 weeks. Since the last 3 weeks, he's been touring. Yet, Main Market is still very, very dry today.
Celebrate protest. Nnamdi unconditional release and for Biafra freedom. There is a referendum that is ongoing. And if you are a Biafran, a hardcore, if you haven't voted, go out there and vote. Vote for your freedom and freedom of your people. Nnamdi must be released. And it comes December 2nd. Biafra redeclaration is sacrosanct. This is on Saturday.
Onitsha Main Market, the most populous, the richest, the most famous, everything the most Onitsha Main Market. The largest, if I may say. There is no any other business, environment or entity, organization, or whatsoever you may think of that is better or bigger than Main Market Onitsha. Yes. In the entire eastern region, in the entire Biafraland. And if you want to go far, if you want to further it to the entire zoological republic, maybe you can't like one or maybe 2 or 3 markets. Maybe 2 or 3. Maybe you count Alaba International, you count Trade Fair, and then you may count Sabongeri Kanu. Maybe. And then you count Main Market. Yet till today, it is locked down completely. Solo Afufu Solo Nkita. I will show you what Soludo did.
The main self-referendum. In a practical way. Consistency is the key to freedom. This is Onitsha today, Onitsha main market. Today being the 28th of October 2024, Monday start home update. As you can see, all plazas still remain under lock and key. Celebrate protest. Nnamdi unconditional release and for Biafra freedom. There is a referendum that is ongoing. And if you are a Biafran, a hardcore, if you haven't voted, go out there and vote. Vote for your freedom and freedom of your people. Nnamdi must be released. And it comes December 2nd. Biafra redeclaration is sacrosanct. This is on Saturday. The main self-referendum. in a practical way. This is the overcrowded, most populated, popular market in West Africa.
Okay, now let me Kaimugodo Belamu before we proceed. Kaimu Belamu before we proceed. Belamu. At least it is now recorded and of course registered that sit at home is still very, very intact in Biafra territory. Sit at home has never ended. And again, it is another shocker to Chuku na kwa itinye afa Chuku ọ na-efe ofere m arụ ikwu n'ọnụ. State since you became the illegitimate governor of the state. You claim to be the #1 indigene of the said state. You claim to be the emperor, the professor. Agasi Ogu no